Hi, I'm Raquel Tillman, CEO and Chief Advisor of Tillman Insurance Advisors, and welcome to Ask Raquel. Today I'm in the car doing my Ask Raquel because I'm going to be talking about teenage drivers and adding them to your policy. The number one question I get is, how much is it going to cost me to add this new driver to my policy? The second one is if I should add them to my policy. So let's answer the money question first. Typically, it is about, on average, an additional 50 to 80% increase to your policy, especially that first year, for adding a new driver, depending on where you are in the U.S. Here in North Carolina, that's about $100 to $150 extra a month to add that new driver to your policy. However, that surcharge that sits there is going to roll off. So after the third year of them having driving experience, you should see a decrease in your premium if they don't have any tickets or accidents. But that first year is really the worst from that standpoint. And to the second question that people have is, should I add them to the policy? And that answer to the question is yes. You really do want them on your policy and driving, and get that driving history and that insurance experience under your policy. That way, once they do get out on their own, they're paying less for the insurance, and they also have some driving experience as well. So once they get to be 18, 19, 20, they're not paying that driving history surcharge on their own. And it also comes to kind of a tip to lower the insurance. Adding them to your policy is always beneficial and also better than getting their own policy, because when they're on their own policy, they don't get the benefit of your driving experience, and they don't get the benefit of a multi-car discount from that perspective. So with that, if you ask me, is it better for them to get their own policy or for me to add them to my policy? It is always better for you to add them to your policy. And I always appreciate those parents that make their young people pay for their insurance, and you can do that. They would just reimburse you for the increase that you see on the policy, and your agent can tell you how much that is for your young driver. The other tip to lowering insurance cost for that new driver is to find a vehicle to actually assign them to where you have liability only. So if you have one of your older cars, you can donate to them, or purchase a used car for them where you don't have to buy physical damage, which is comprehensive and collision coverage. Especially in that first year, you're really going to lower the cost of your insurance for that. But don't just give them that clunker. You do want them to have a safe car that they're in, because they are still new drivers. Another way to lower your cost is to look out for some discounts. There are defensive driver or driver class discounts that many carriers have, and also good student discounts if they have a B or better if they have a B or better grades on their report cards, they can also get a discount. And also, if you do have comprehensive and collision coverage, increase the deductible for your vehicles, especially the one that young driver is on, will also land you some benefits for discount from that perspective. So with that, that's how you can definitely discount, but I would be remiss not to tell you how to be safe. When you have a youthful driver, I will always recommend that you increase your liability limits, because they're more likely to have accidents. And if you can, take a look at a personal umbrella policy as well to increase and give that extra coverage in case of a catastrophe that might happen in the vehicle with those young drivers as they get out and have their friends and fun in the car. So just some tips for adding that new driver. If you have any questions, give me a call. Raquel Tillman, CEO and Chief Advisor of Tillman Insurance Advisors.